Hello everyone, I'm going to be showing you in this video how to format your essay according to MLA format, okay? So, typically I'm sure you're familiar with MLA, how you need to have a header with like your name, the teacher's name, the date, maybe even the assignment, like what it is, or other elements. From now on, for these essays, at least your first draft that you submit to me formally typed, you are not going to be putting a header. And the reason is because we are going to be using turnitin.com to submit our essays. Not only that, but the reason why you're not putting your name on the actual document itself, like if I was putting in Michael Rowland, the reason why you're not going to be doing that anymore is because when you submit it to turnitin.com, you will have your own profile. So when I see your paper, even though it won't have your name on it, I know it's yours because your profile submitted it. But the reason we're doing this is because we're going to be able to even do things like peer review and peer revision through turnitin.com. You guys are going to be able to do it. And when you guys do it, I don't want you to be able to see, at least initially, who the person is. So I will explain turnitin.com on Monday. So you're hearing it now. If you're one of the people who is doing what they're supposed to be doing and is watching this video for MLA Instructions, you're hearing it now. There's also an announcement on my website that we will not be doing book talks, or book interviews rather, on Monday. Those will begin on Tuesday. So again, you're hearing it right now. Book talks will not begin on September 29th, which is Monday. They will begin September 30th, which is Tuesday. Your book reports, yes, will still be due Friday, October 3rd. Okay? So, for this paper, when you boot up your document, the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure your margins are 1-inch margins. Okay? So, this is, I'm using Microsoft Office 11, but some of them look, every version looks a little bit different, but they all have basically the same features. But using this version, I'm going to click on the layout right here. And here are my margins. Now, of course, when I'm talking about margins, I'm talking about the space all around here where the text fits into. So Microsoft Word defaults the left and right margins to 1.25. So I'm going to just lower this to 1 inch. And the top and the bottom are already 1 inch, so there you go. Now you have 1-inch margins. Secondly, you need to have double spacing. So for me on Microsoft Office 11, Microsoft Word 11, click right here on line spacing. If you're not sure like what some of these tabs are, just let your mouse hover over it and it'll tell you what it is. In case you're like, wait, what is this? Oh, it's bulleted list. Okay, so line spacing is right here. Change this to 2.0 and we are good to go. So again, normally right here is where you would put your header. So I put Michael Rowland. You put your teacher name, Mr. Rowland. You would put essay number 1. Sorry, that was +1. But also, a lot of teachers and myself, I typically in the past have wanted you to put period. Let's say 1 English 9 honors, or whatever class it is, okay? And then you would put the date that it's due, and we do it the way the rest of the world does it, which is how MLA format does it, which is the day, the month, and the year. So this is due September 30th. So typically in America, we would put September 30th, 2014. That's how we do it. However, the rest of the world would do 30 September 2014, which when you think about it makes a lot more sense to have the day, the month, and the year. You're going from like a smaller increment of time to a larger increment of time, okay? But, however, we are not doing a header because we're going to be using turnitin.com. Will you eventually use these? Yes, but I will explain that later, okay? At a later date, rather. So I'm going to take out my header. Now, we need to have a title. When you do your title, you want to put it in the center of the page. So here's where you align left, center, and right. See how my cursor is moving all around the page? So we want it in the center of the page. Your title, again, MLA format. You don't bold, you don't underline, so it should not look like this, like theme essay. So you don't want it bold, nor do you want it underlined. It is just like that. I know, if I'm blowing your mind, I apologize. But yes, MLA format, you do not need to underline anything, and that's my preference as well. Just make it like so. Oh, another thing, totally forgot. You want to make sure that your font is 12 point. And the font type, you are using Times New Roman, which I'm going to scroll down to find Times New Roman. Dun, 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 there we go. Just regular. And good. We're good to go. Okay. So Times New Roman, 12 font. And your title, in case you're wondering, just title it Theme Essay. Okay? And not only that, but I also want you to include the title of the story that you are doing. Okay? So do Theme Essay, space, dash, space, and you would put either the necklace, okay, or the Scarlet Ibis. So your title is going to look something like that. Theme Essay, dash, and then the title of your story. Be sure, remember I told you guys in class, that short stories go in quotation marks. Okay, so anytime you mention the title of the title of the short story anywhere throughout your essay, it needs to always be in quotations. Okay, so now we get to the body of your essay, which to get there, you're not going to do this whole thing where you hit enter like 5 times and then start it here, and you start your introductory paragraph. You know, the theme in blah 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 blah. Okay, so no, we're not going to start all the way down there. So, when you're at your title, hit enter once, and it should double space, since we already set that. Change your alignment to the left, tab, since you're starting a new paragraph, and now you start your essay. So, I'm just going to basically put the theme statement, or sorry, the thesis statement. So you'd say a theme in the Scarlet Ibis, and, because I'm not going to write your essay for you, I'm going to put put it in parentheses. Insert real world example here is, and then insert theme here. There we go. Just wanted to have 2 lines, okay? Period. So, let's say that's the end of your introduction. Hit enter once, tab over, and now you're starting your next body paragraph. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? That's it. You don't need to put your name on it, but that is how you have your 1-inch margins, how you should structure your title. You don't need a header. So again, if you're watching this video, you're one of the few who are doing it correctly as far as what I asked you to do this weekend. So you don't need your header. But hang on to it. Don't print this out, because you will be submitting this online through turnitin.com, which I will give you all the instructions of what it is and how to use it on Monday. We will dedicate the entire class period on Monday, September 29th, to telling you what turnitin.com is, because I think it's really cool. That's where I went to during halfway through 5th period and 6th period today, to the training for it. It's really great. I cannot wait to use it. And that's what we're going to be using from now on, including starting right now with this essay. Okay, so I hope this helps. Please send me an email at michael_roland@chino.k12.ca.us. Send me an email if you have any questions over the weekend. Otherwise, good luck, and see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.